Friends, I'm back with another machine on the Vulnhub, which is BuffEMR. From the machine name, we can deduce that this machine must have something to do with the buffer overflow vulnerability. I will add the link into the description section below so that you can download it and make hands-on practicing. Okay, and from this machine we can learn and practice a variety of techniques. For example, like use the wget utility to download FTP directory. Maybe you're very familiar with the wget, but normally we use this utility to download the file from the HTTP site. And also, I'd like to showcase how to discover the buffer overflow vulnerability and how to use debugger GDB to analyze and exploit such vulnerability, which is a bit complicated topic. So enough said, let's just get started. We can switch over to the Kali Linux VM. Maybe I can close down all history tabs to make sure our current video will not be affected by the history data. As you can see, I've already discovered the IP address of the target as 252. And then I did the Nmap scanning with the usual options like scene scan, the scan, the default script scan, and also the comprehensive scan, and output the result into this one, into this file. Of course, the IP address would be a bit different from the last time I did the machine. As you can see, there are several open ports, or 3 to be exact. The first one is 21, which is running FTP service and also the version information, including the exact version number. I think this version doesn't have any vulnerability. Of course, we can use the search exploit utility to confirm that later. And because I put the option of default script scan, so the Nmap is telling us that this target allows the anonymous login. And later we can check on that. And then the second open port is 22, which is running SSH service and also the corresponding version information. As we know, this version doesn't have any vulnerability. And the last one is 80, which is running HTTP service and also the version information. So what we are going to do next is to do some immersion. As I mentioned in the other videos, if the target has a surface like FTP, like Samba, also like NFS or network file sharing surface, such surfaces should become the first choice to enumerate. In this case, that we should enumerate the FTP surface first. So first, we can use the search exploit utility to check whether there is any vulnerability for this version of the VSFTPD. Except the DOS or denial of service, we cannot find any other exploits or vulnerability. Of course, this one is not what we are looking for, because this cannot lead to the exploitation except the denial of service. So next, how to enumerate FTP, because from the Nmap we have already know that the target allows anonymous login, and then we can log in to the target via FTP, and the username should be anonymous, and password no password, and then we can list files. There is one directory. We can go into this directory, and of course we can cut it down. Sorry, not cut it down. We can get down the read And there is another subdirectory, OpenEMR. Of course, we can use the Google search engine to make some research about this one. This must be some application. Now we can go to the open. Yeah, so many files and there are furthermore subdirectories. So of course we can get it done one by one, but this would be very time consuming. Yeah, will cost a lot of time. So I think it would be better we can download the whole directory of the share of the target, right? How to do it? We can utilize the wget utility to this for our purpose. So now I can quit and we can cut the readme first. Yeah, this is the test file. Nothing interesting. So we can use the wget. If you are not familiar with the wget to download the directory of the FTP site, yeah, you can go to this one. Yeah, this one give us like options, for example, the recursive. Yeah, we want to download all files and directories. And also we need to use the no parent option. We need to use this option not to tell or instructs wget not to ascend to the parent directory when it hits references like this one, okay? And also we need to use this option, not this one, this one, no host directories, because this one, will not create the random dataapi.com directory. Instead, it will directly create the API directory. Of course, this is what we want, right? So how to download? We just copy the option and now go back to, I mentioned very often, we need to utilize the help from the utility itself, and also we need to fully utilize the Google or other similar search engines. Yeah, let's put here. And also we needed the option, this one, I introduced earlier. Yeah, no parent. And now we can, now we can put the target information. And should be, I think the first directory should be share and open EMR. Let's press enter. Because both machines, including the Kali Linux, is inside the VirtualBox, so the download will be very quick. Now we can go to, this directory. There's so many, OpenEMR. Okay, so now we can go back. Now we need to do some emulation for the web application, because we have already know that the target has web application running. And now first we can open up the browser and put the IP address of the target. We got the default Apache 2 page. And we can scroll down to the bottom, but nothing there. And also we can check the source code of this page, which doesn't reveal anything interesting as well. So also we can check whether this site has robot file, not found. Next we can use the Ligato. Ligato can give us so many different information about the web application. For example, like a banner, like the vulnerabilities, header information, and also some files or directories can be emulated out. Although it's inbuilt, the list is a bit small. However, we cannot get anything interesting from the Ligato in this case. So now we can use the GoBuster to do the directory brute forcing. And use the W option to specify the word list. I'd like to autocomplete this command, and let's run it. Sorry about the calling. Okay, it's done. The GoBuster cannot discover any interesting directories. However, if you go back to the FTP or share directory, go to this subdirectory. Yeah, it looks like this is the website, right? Like PHP file, the YAML file controller. So maybe the OpenEMR is the directory on the website. So we can check manually OpenEMR. Yeah, as you can see, we have already got the user login prompt, and we can try to use the weak credentials like admin and admin. Click login, the invalid username and password, and also we can try the admin and to use the login bypass techniques, right? Or one password login failed. However, wait a moment, because we have already got down the source code of this application. So the source code must have the credentials for the user. Normally, of course, the user should be the admin, right? For the administrator. However, there's so many files and directories. So how to make it easier and quicker? And we can go back. I'd like to use the grep, and the option is R. And the admin, the open. Let's press enter. Yeah, as you can see, we got the credentials for the administrator. And now we can note it down. Maybe no need. Now we can copy this password and login. Login. Yeah, it does work. And there's so many functions provided by this OpenEMR. And so I think now, because this is some sort of the application, we can use the search exploit to see whether there is any vulnerability or exploit for this application. OpenEMR. There are so many, right? As you can see over here. And if we go back to the portal, the about always contains some version information, right? So this is should be the version number. And we go back to the terminal. This one is what we are looking for. So we can copy the relative path of this exploit with M option. Now we can get down this Python script, and we can cut out this Python script, and we can we need to provide the argument like host, username, password, and also the command to run. So I think now we can, this is the example. Oh, even we have already got the example. So we just follow the example usage to get the reverse shell. I think if you are familiar with the reverse shell, this is a very normal one. And so I think now we can use the Python, maybe Python 2 is fine. And we can copy, yeah, should be the URL, all right? Open EMR. And the username should be admin. Password. So what's the password? Yeah, I've already, yeah, here. And then we can, of course, you can get, alternatively, you can get this reversal command from the Pentest Monkey website. But I think this one, so we just copy and make some modification. And change the IP address to our Kali Linux. And the port number, this is not my favorite one. I'd like to change it to 5555. But before we run or execute this command, we need to set up the listener by netcat. Can now we go back here, press enter. Yeah, injecting payload. It looks like this is working. Now we go back. As you can see, we have already got the shell from the target. So then, of course, now we need to do some local immersion to make lateral movement. BuffEMR. Yeah, permission denied. And also we can check, for example, like the version of a bit new one. And also we can check, of course, we cannot run the sudo. Maybe I can make it or spawn the bin bash session, pty spawn bin bash. And then we can run sudo with the L option. However, we do not have the password for the www data because no password at all for the www data. So we just try 3 attempts. So what can we do next? You know? We can, yeah, we have already got the username and password for the administrator with the application of the open EMR. So we can go to the var. You know, the var directory always contains some important information like a backup file. The backup directory, sorry. But nothing there. However, can you notice there is user zip file? So, of course, what we are going to do next, we need to get down this file or zip file onto our Kali Linux. How to do it? Of course, we can use the Python to set up the web server. For example, Python 3 is there. And then we can set up the web server and we can download this file to the Kali Linux. However, I'd like to use another way. And by utilizing the netcat, we need to set up another listener, sudo, and the user zip. when the netcat listener receive the data and then we'll write the data into the file. Yeah, we use the same file name. Let's press enter. Now we go back to the target shell. Now we can cat out the user and tunnel to the netcat and the IP address of the Kali Linux and the port number. Let's press enter. Now we go back. As you can see, we have already received the data from the target. And this is the file size. So I'd like cancel. And the user zip. First, we can use the fcrack to attempt to crack the password for this file. However, but of course, I'd like to kill. Now we go back here. First, we try to unzip this file. As you can see, we need to provide the password for this file. So, of course, at this moment, we don't have that one. Next, I can use the fcrack zip. The fcrack zip is the most preferable way to crack the password for the zip file. From my personal view. However, in this case, we cannot retrieve or crack the password successfully. Also, you can use the John Ripper to crack. We cannot get or we cannot succeed in cracking at all. To save time, I don't want to do that. So maybe the source code. We have already downloaded the source code of all page, all site, not a page. And because from the file name, this file name is user zip. So maybe we can get this information from the source code of the site. But as I mentioned, there's so many directories and files. And for this part, we need to take very long time to find out that file. And for the video recording, I just directly go to the correct one, or go to the destination where it stores the credentials. We can go to the open and go to the SQL. I think SQL can save data into the database with the SQL. So the SQL is also very important place to enumerate. And this one is the keys, is what we are looking for. We can cut out, as you can see, insert the name, the PDF key, and also the password. So we can copy and go back. Now we try to crack this file with this password. It does work. So now we can cut out this user.lst. This file contains sensitive information, therefore should be always encrypted at rest. So I think this should be the username and the password. So now we can log in to the target via SSH. Of course, we need to remove the history key pairs. And then we can log in. We can copy the password, not this one. This one. Okay, now we can check ID to make local enumeration. I think you have already. We can get out the user flag. And let's get root now. And we can cut the bash. Yeah, RAM. So we need to forget this history data. So how to do? Maybe we can navigate to temp directory to make automatic immersion. We can upload the NumPy shell script. We can copy from my toolsets directory, and we can set up the web server. Now we go back to upload NumPy. And then we can change the mode, and let's run it. You know, NumPy shell script is so useful for the local privilege escalation because, as you can see, it will go through all possible misconfigurations, user name information, process information, SUID binary information, the active ports number information, even can email out some files which contains like passwords. So this is a very powerful shell script. Yeah, SUID binary information. The capabilities information. Sometimes we need to utilize the capabilities of a specific command to elevate our privilege. Yeah, a lot of outputs from the NumPy shell script. Yeah, it's done, and we can scroll up to see whether we can find out some interesting information. We need to continue our scrolling. Backup files. The user flag. All right, the SUID. As you can see, this is unknown SUID binary. So we need to go to the opt directory, cd opt. And yeah, this one has the SUID bit. So we need to, because this is not standard Linux utility, we need to download to the local machine or Kali Linux for analysis. Sorry about that. Also, we can know from the machine name we need to delve into the buffer overflow, right? So we use the same way to download this file onto the Kali Linux. And we can set up the listener again. And then we can cut out don't tunnel the port number. Let's press enter. Yeah, we got the data of this file. We can cancel, and we can list files again. Yeah, don't execute. Of course, we need to make it executable. So now, yeah, we need to we can run this binary. Yeah, we need to provide the argument, for example, like a JSON. We can, so maybe, yeah, also we can run and Python 2 and print a, for example, segmentation fault. It means that this binary has buffer overflow vulnerability. So next, the buffer overflow topic is not my, I'm not so good at to analyze this one. And next, I'd like to follow the step. Just can see first we need to generate strings with length in 1,000. No need to 10,000 to calculate offset. And the offset is just the distance between the beginning of the buffer overflow after all, and the location of a specific data element within that buffer. So to calculate the offset is very important, or the first step to debug or to analyze the buffer overflow vulnerability. And we can use this Ruby script to generate the strings with a specific pattern. All right, we just copy this command and run it. As you can see, we have already generated this string. Next, we can use GDB debugger, GDB, with the Q option to run this binary, and we can run, use this string as input. So here the program received signal segmentation fault. Then we can use another Ruby script to calculate the offset number, and we can copy. And I'd like to open another tab, and we run it, and we need to put this address. As you can see, we got the offset value, which is 512. And then we need to use needed to generate the shellcode. We need to generate the payload, and the shellcode is the part we want to execute, and this will give us the privileged shell. And you can get this shellcode from this website. I will also add the link into the description section below. Now we go back here, go back to the Linux. I have already copied this shellcode from the GitHub. And you need to know the length of this payload, right? So how to know? We can use the Python 3. And I just autocomplete this command. We got the length of this shellcode is 53. So we have already know the length of the shellcode. So now we can generate the payload. And the payload, this one is the non-operation. And we can, the total offset minus 53. And this number is where we need to insert the shellcode, right? So we just copy this command. Now go back to our target's shell. We can run. and put in here. All right, let's press enter. As you can see, we have already successfully elevated to the root user. Then we can navigate to root directory, and then we can cut out the root flag. All right, so that's pretty much it. I hope you can enjoy, maybe very bit. However, I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day.